so nice to see everybody here this afternoon coming along to help us celebrate Margaret and Athelstan's wedding. Now, for those of you who are in the sweepstake, I've timed my speech, and it is 54 minutes and 40 seconds. No, I tell a lie. It's 54 minutes and 10 seconds. Now, I think we're all pleased that this day has finally... I think the London Olympics was organised quicker than what we organised this week, and at lower cost as well. Now, what many of you will not know, that before Junior proposed to Margaret, he asked my advice. And I asked him, well, why are you asking me? And he said, well, you're happily married. And I said, well, I've been happily married for 25 years. I said, the last 15 haven't been too good. But seriously, I never knew what true happiness was until I got married. But by that time, it was too late.
Has anybody got a knife?
No, I've given Jean the best years of my life. Fortunately, they were when I worked away from home. Thank you. So over the next half hour, Junie and I discussed the advantages and the disadvantages of getting married. And as you can see by the fact that we're all here this afternoon, he didn't take a blind bit of notice. Now, Margaret is a very shrewd... Thank you. Margaret is a very shrewd woman. Before she accepted Junior, she in fact wanted to test him out. Once she was assured that he made a good husband and a good father, then she accepted his hand in marriage. I wonder how many married men would be here today. Is that right, Dave? Now, this is a beautiful venue, but I don't know whether you've had the opportunity of looking at all of these portraits. Most of them are of men, and most of them look very sad. And when we came round to have a look round, Junior couldn't understand this, and he asked why was that all of these men look sad. And I said, well, that's easy, isn't it? They're all married. Now the seniors part of this speech. There are two things that married men don't do often enough. One is to say that they appreciate their wives. Yeah? I had a health scare last year, and Jean spent a considerable amount of time ferrying me back and forth to the hospital and stayed there while I had the operations and what have you, often 13 hours a day. And I don't think I've ever thanked her. So what I propose to do now is to say, Jean, I appreciate everything you did for me on that occasion. Now, I can honestly say that I've never, ever regretted getting married. Well, not this week anyway. But the other thing that we don't do often enough is to say how proud we are of our children. Right? And everybody wants their children to do their best and to get on in the world. And Jean and I are very proud of what Margaret and Christine have achieved in their life. And I think we should all bear that in mind. We should say that we're proud of our children. Having said that, on the news the other week, it was said that children up to the age of 18 cost their parents £180,000. Now I can assure Junior that my two children have cost me one hell of a lot more than that. And they are still costing me money. Now, Junior, it doesn't take me to tell you that you have been a very lucky person, because you have in Margaret a very modest, kind-hearted, caring and loving person. Quality she inherited from me. But on the rare occasion that she does lose her temper, she rants and raves, those she got from her mother. And may I remind Junior that her mother is now his mother-in-law. So can I ask you to join Jean and I in proposing a toast to Margaret and Athelstan.
Well done, Dad.
Who's next?